Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's played him through. Oh, just skips past his man. Lionel Messi's heroics in the Middle East still very fresh in our minds, Jim.
They are. 7 goals, and deservedly the player of the tournament. He was terrific in the knockout round, scoring in every game, and I was particularly impressed with that semi-final performance.
Yeah, penalty to start with, of course, and then he finished it all off, setting up the third, 20 minutes out from the end.
Yeah, it was a perfect performance.
Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And again! He's delivered all right! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Costa Curta.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Neymar. Decent progress down the left. In with a header! He's missed, but not by that far. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the chance to counter. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring.
And we hit half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow.
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi, he's gone for goal! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Haaland.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Davids, that's a lovely, neat pass. Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Davids. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Xavi Alonso. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Passes short and sharp. And it's Messi. And Messi! He should have put that one away.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Now it's Bale. Haaland looking to run onto it. Haaland. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, what a mistake!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Chance! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution in progress.
Milan making consecutive changes here. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow.
Messi!
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And now they can clear their lines. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. That looks a good ball through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, good-looking ball. He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And no, that was never going to make it. Stood up well to him there. Totti. Totti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Messi. Milan do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. Haaland. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Traoré. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's a good run he's making there. He's picked his way through. That is lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's gone looking for safety. Figo. Darwin. Now it's Totti. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lizarazu. Beckenbauer. And it's Totti. Xabi Alonso makes the interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Thuram. He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Messi. Figo. Messi. Totti.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Figo delivers. Cleared without complication. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy.
Shot a goal! Taken back almost at once. Chiellini is there to clear. And it's Figo. Darren Fletcher. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Fletcher running. Fletcher! Totti finds himself offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
179.
And here's Nunez! Nunez! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Substitution.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play. Now it's Hazard. Oh, it's come loose. Messi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Messi. And that interception was most necessary. Passes short and sharp. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Up towards the front line. Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Haaland. David Villa is looking to set free a runner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan have reclaimed it. And here's Hazard. Lizarazu could try cutting inside here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Good effort from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Milan. And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Coman. That's tidy. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mateus cuts out the pass. David Villa. Oh, easy pickings there. David Villa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot could be on. Great defending, strong and determined. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dida sends that a long way. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, nicely intercepted. Danger averted for now. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
No foul, says the referee. Good spot, real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham plays it short. And he's had a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Costa Curta knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Haaland. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Chouameni. David Villa. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland. Messi. Messi in acres of space out wide. Bruno Fernandes. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
They want to be quick to recover this. And the first 45 minutes are up. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 20, coming on to replace
So off we go once more.
number 15,
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And Messi! And that is wildly off target.
Milan really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, played right into his path. He's found a way through. And it's corner. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Bale. And they've got rid. And here's Messi. And here's Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendance for this match was
60 minutes played.
52.
And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And still, we await the first breakthrough.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. Big header! He has done it! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The goal scorer for Milan after 67 minutes is number 13. Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Time and again they are repelled. Bale. Can he spark a counter here? That's a nicely measured pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's got away, and he lines up a cross. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 10, number 11, Vega, number
Beckham
13,
with the short one.
Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the
Oh,
field,
what a climb!
number 23,
So close to drawing level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
1-0 as we head towards the end. He's through here. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. Decent hit! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Any thoughts on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really...
Can he finish? Goal! And what a climax we have here!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo, over to the left. And it's Nedved. That is good alertness. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Oh, there's a probing ball. Maradona. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Back into the middle. Van Bouten takes control of it and he's on the move. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Axel Witsel.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Maradona. And he's had a hit. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Tonali. He's looking to set free a runner. That's a sharp pass. And it's Mane. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Van Bouten. But it's Thuram. Messi. Nice ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rodrigo. Nedved. Haaland. To Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. That was well played, well stopped.
Rodrigo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Tonali. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rodrigo. And he's there to get it away. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. So the first half brought no goals.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mane. Now it's Mane. Dida claims it. Van Dijk makes the interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Mane. He could be in here. Oh, important interception. Van Bouten gets it away. Rodrigo! And they've got rid.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Witsel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mane. He's played him through. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. No, that's been intercepted. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Bale. Neymar. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Bale.
Barcelona seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Now it's Bale. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Out of play for a throw. He could be in here. And he's managed to get free. Rodrigo! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Now that's well seen too.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And a header! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Out to the right.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And Messi! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.